Entitled parent thinks it's okay to steal my new phone because her kid is bored. A little backstory. I recently got a new phone and it's like my baby. I take it everywhere, and if anyone even tries to touch it without my permission, I get really annoyed. It is, after all, a very expensive phone, and even though I don't have much spending money, I'm in high school, I saved up and used all my money to buy it. But enough of that. To the story. I was on the city bus, going to a friend's house to study, and I was playing on my phone, when all of a sudden I see this kid looking over my shoulder from the seat behind me. At first I didn't think much of it, just a bored kid on a bus ride. He looked about 7, so I ignored it and just kept playing my game. After about 10 minutes, I get bored and just decided to wait, so I put my phone away. I hear the kid behind me say something to his mum, but I don't think much about it. Then the devil herself taps me on the shoulder. "Excuse me, but can you give my son your phone?" Sorry, but no, it's a new phone and I don't want it to be broken. I had a case on it, but I still didn't feel comfortable. "Aw, come on. My baby would never break your phone. He will be very careful." Sorry, the answer's still no. Even if you are careful, I don't even let my friends use my phone. And apparently that was the wrong answer. "Excuse me?" Okay, I admit that it wasn't a shout, but she was still being very loud. "How dare you say something like that? I am an adult, and you should have given it to me the first time I asked." At this point, I'm just completely flummoxed, and don't know what to say. I didn't think that people could be so rude and mean, but apparently I was wrong. "Give me your phone. My son deserved it. He's such a good boy." Until this point, I just thought the kid was a normal kid and his mother was the one who was the devil. But then, I hear this. "Mommy, I want the phone." "Don't worry, sweetie, I will get you it." Actually, no you won't. Like I said the first time, you can't have my phone. "Stop being so rude. I am an adult and you should do what I say." At this point, I'm pretty sure that the entire bus has heard what was happening, and I'm just so glad that someone stepped in. "Excuse me, but you're the one that's being rude, not him. He has told you many times that he's not giving your son his phone. Now back off." "He is being very rude. I am an adult, and at this point he is lucky that I haven't called the police." Now this just made this nice person mad. What? You have repeatedly tried to get him to give you his phone, and he has told you no every time. Now back off, or I will be the one calling the police. This obviously shut the entitled mother up, and for the rest of the bus ride, I didn't have any more troubles. In the end, I thanked the nice person, and he just told me that he hates anyone with that kind of attitude. I mean, I don't blame him. That entitled parent sounds horrible. You can't just ask someone to give you something that's not yours in the first place. That's not how the world works. Entitled parent wants my bike, chases me with his car, and gets arrested. Okay, so here's the backstory. I have this pretty cool and old bike. It's a banana bike, and it looks really sweet and retro. It doesn't ride the best, but I like it, so I ride it. I get a lot of comments on it. This story took place in my cottage, where there's an old town with some about 10 to 15 small stores. It's on a big lake too. I was with my friend. So me and my friend were in town, riding along on our bikes. We were just coming out of an ice cream place, and we had just recently bought and finished our treats. We were about to head back to my cottage when the entitled dad showed up. He was parked in front of a store, a library I think, and obviously saw me and my bike. The dialogue went like this. "Hey kid, come here." We go there. "Hello? Is that your bike?" Now I'm prepared for a usual compliment about my bike. "Yeah, it's an old one." At this point my friend is behind me, just watching the conversation. "Did you buy it?" "No, it's a hand-me-down. I got it from my grandfather." "So you didn't buy it?" "I guess not." "That's kinda spoiled, eh?" Not really." "Would you mind if I take that bike? I know my son would love a bike like that." It's my bike, and I like it a lot, so I would mind that." "Come on, it doesn't even fit you." It fit me perfectly. "Sorry sir, but I think I should head back now. Sorry if I troubled you." Me and my friend started riding back to my cottage. The entitled dad yelled, "Hey, wait!" We didn't. We kept going, and I didn't want to have anything to do with him. Although we didn't really need to go back. Now he got mad. We heard him yell something after us, but we didn't stop. Soon I turned back and saw him in his car, speeding up behind. He was going too fast. The round we were biking on was a one-way road. Thankfully, he was going the right way, but it wasn't a large road, and there wasn't really room for a car and a bike to be beside each other. And here's where the part about the lake comes in. The road was a bridge, going over the water. It didn't have sides or railings, so you could basically walk off it. It wasn't big, only about 4 feet above the water. He was coming up behind us, and we were on the road, above the water, with him on our tails. Me and my friend panicked, and started pedaling as fast as we could to not get caught. My friend biked faster than me, and reached the end much before me. I didn't. He was about a meter behind me, and there was still about 12 yards left of the road. My friend had a head start so he could reach the end. He honked really loud, and he sounded right behind me, so I swerved to the right. And fell into the water. I jumped off my bike just before I fell. I more jumped, so I fell in with just my helmet on. My beloved bike didn't fall in, which was unlikely. The man stopped just as I fell in, but he would have hit me. He almost did. Thank God I was a good swimmer, and thank God the water was only about 4 feet deep. I swam to the side, crying. I was scared and in shock. A lot of people saw, and many were coming to help. My friend was stuck on the other side, so he gave me moral support, and asked if I was okay, you know? The man came out of his car, not at all forgiving. I didn't look at him. Some kind strangers helped me, asked if I was okay, where my parents were. I told one of them my parents' number, and he called them. The man got into an argument with the people helping me. I don't really know what he said. Probably, it was an accident. Clearly not. Anyways, my parents came, yelled furiously at the man. He was still there. Someone had called the cops, and the cops were about to arrive, so the people there made sure the man didn't leave, and I dried myself off. It was a hot summer day, thankfully, because the water can be really cold. Stuff happened. I'm pretty sure he got arrested. At least, I saw him being put into the back of a police car. I didn't see handcuffs, but I also didn't see his hands, so I'm not sure about that one. In the end, he was just a dumb, entitled parent. I'm not sure if he would have actually hit me, but it was plenty scary enough. Oh my gosh. Imagine someone chasing you with their car because they want a bike. What the hell? Kid finds a bike in my backyard, and mum goes berserk when I take it back. Backstory, I'm a single parent. I have a beautiful girl that's turning 5 in August, and the past year I've been fighting with my ex that tried to keep my kid away from me. Lawyers aren't cheap, and being single doesn't exactly help with my finances. A couple of months ago, I won the lawsuit, and I finally got to have my kid at home again. For the past few weeks, she was saying she wanted a bicycle, but still recovering from the lawsuit bills. I wasn't able to afford it. So the past week, I got my summer bonus, which finally gave me the financial boost I needed. So yesterday, I was finally able to buy my little girl her bike she wanted so badly. I enjoyed my time with her, riding our bikes, but then it was getting time for dinner, which I still had to make. So we head back home and park the bikes in the backyard. We go inside, and I start making dinner. After about 10 minutes, I spot movement in the corner of my eye through the kitchen window that's on the side of the house. I see this kid, guessing 6 or 7 years old, just casually strolling by with the brand new bike I just got today. My heart dropped, and I run to the front door hoping I catch him before he rides away. I was lucky I did. I yanked the bike out of his hands and freaked out to him saying it was mine and he had no right to just walk into other people's backyard to take things. I was angry. I forced him to get off my property and set the bike inside my front halfway, thinking it's over. Boy, was I wrong. After confronting my little girl that never saw me this mad, poor thing, I returned to the kitchen to continue making dinner. 15 minutes later, the doorbell rings. It's the kid and his evil mother.
You give my boy this bike back. He found it. It's his.
He found it in my backyard. I got it from my kid today. You should try teaching your damn kid some manners. He shouldn't trespass on other people's property to take their things.
Don't tell me how to raise my kid. Give me the bike back or I'm calling the police.
Call the police. And I slammed the door in her face. By this point, my 4-year-old is crying her eyes out, and I get to comfort her again, as she's thinking she's losing her brand new bike. Her sobbing finally over, I try continuing to make dinner, yet again. My preparations are done, I'm about to put it all on the stove, and then the doorbell rings. I flip out, storm to the door, violently open it, getting ready to just explode in the woman's face. Guess what? She actually called the cops. I instantly calm down when I see it's the police and invite one of the two officers inside while the other stays with the evil woman. I explain the situation and show him the box the bike came in, along with the receipt that has my name on it. He shrugs and apologized for the inconvenience, assured me I won't be bothered again. I let him out and closed the door with a smug smile on my face. I check the front window to see what's happening, and I see her go into a full tantrum. It ends with her into handcuffs and on the backseat of the patrol car. Bye, Felicia. Don't know what happened to her, and I don't really care. I finally finished my dinner, and my kid still has her bike. That's all that matters to me. Boy, what a day. These entitled parents just don't have any chill, do they? Well guys, that is the end of r/entitled parents part 4. Hopefully you enjoyed listening to all of these needy, cringy, entitled parents wanting stuff that's not theirs. It's always fun to listen to these kind of stories, and hopefully you did. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. And also, maybe even share this video to one of your friends and family members. That'd be cool as well. But before you leave, I got a couple links down below in the description I want to show you. I've got my merch link, so that's some cool designs you can get on shirts, hoodies, and, you know, just rep GioFilms merch, you know? It's cool, it's fantastic. I've also got Twitter and Instagram if you want to keep updated on my daily life, what the next video is, you know? Chuck me a follow. And lastly, I've got a Patreon, and I'm so very thankful to all my current Patreon supporters. I do appreciate it. I don't expect you guys to support me over there, but it allows me to make better quality content for you guys, so I do appreciate all of you. With all that said, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one.